Today we're going to add a little carbon fiber to the car. We've teamed up with Extreme Online Store, and they've sent us out a couple pieces to add to the hood, the 2 hood vent pieces for the Circuit Edition hood, and I'm going to show you how to install those today. This is a sponsored video. They did send these out to me for free. They did not pay me to make this video though, so we're going to unbox these, see how they look, put them on, and I'll let you guys know how you can get some too. They seem to be packaged pretty well. They've got plenty of foam protection. And here's what we've got. These are the pieces I was mentioning here, and they do look pretty nice. They are real carbon fiber. You can see the weave there. Let's see what they look like on the car. Okay, so here are the Extreme Online Store vents versus the factory vents. And I must say I do like these off oil. They look pretty nice. The finish is nice and glossy. There may be an imperfection here or there, but it's super minimal, guys. It's very nice looking carbon fiber weave. Let's get them on. This is a super simple process to swap these out. It takes not much of anything to do. Those of you who have a Circuit Edition or have a Circuit Edition hood on your core, you know that there are these rain protectors that help keep water out of the engine bay when it's wet outside. So that's going to be the first step. We need to take those off, and then there's just 1, 2, 3 screws holding that piece in. So we'll get those off and we'll see what it looks like. All right, the only thing that holds these rain protectors on is a 10mm nut right in the middle. I'm sorry, 10mm bolt. I misspoke. We'll take that out, and then it just kind of latches onto the backside there, and it comes right off. We'll do the same for this other side, and it just pops right off. There we go, guys. Now here is something interesting to note. The rain protector, the bolt that holds it on goes through that little grommet right there. And if you can see, this piece comes down a bit to allow that to bolt in there. The one from Extreme Online Store does not have that provision built in. So if you want to still use your rain guards, these will not work for you. So you put these on, don't drive in the rain, I reckon. But anywho, that is worth mentioning. Now just a Phillips head screwdriver to get the other screws out. And it looks like the passenger side actually has 4 of them. And that is off. Easy enough, right? Okay, happy to admit when I mess up or misspeak, and I was completely wrong. it looks like it's made exactly like the factory one is. That piece that we saw underneath is actually a separate piece. It's the piece that these vents screw into, so you can still use your rain guards. That's pretty cool. We'll take this other side out now. And side number 2 is off. Oh, and guys, the driver's side does actually have 4 screws as well. I was wrong again. Who would have thunk it? So to install, we're going to do the exact same thing as taking them off, only the opposite of that. And we're going to put them back on. So set it up in place. Grab your screws. Start those in. Just something to note, the new carbon fiber pieces, they've just got a hole that the screw screws into. Let me see if I can show you here. Oh, and I'll drop a screw, there we go, cool. So it's just a hole, right? It's not pre-threaded or anything. Just be mindful of that when you're putting your screws back in. Don't just hammer them in there real quick with a drill, you know, and bust all the new piece out. Just go slow, let it cut its own threads, and keep that in mind. You probably honestly want to do this part by hand, because you definitely can run it in too tight or too hard or too far and strip these out, and you really don't want to do that. So just go slow, tighten it by hand. That way you can feel when it's bottomed out and when it actually is tight. Like right there. So it'll take a little extra time, but it's worth it not to mess up your new pieces. Now with all the screws tightened, that is vents installed. Now, you can elect to put the rain covers back on. I certainly will, because although I don't drive it in the rain a bunch, I do get caught in the rain from time to time. And I've got the K&N open air intake filter, and don't want that to get soaked. I have gone through the car wash even with these rain covers on, and I've found some water in the bottom of the box there, so I am going to elect to use them. But man, that's cool. And in my opinion, with the heavy metal, the carbon looks great. And just to give you guys a final look of how they are installed, they fit super nice. I had no issues with any of that. The carbon looks really good. Love it alongside the heavy metal. And with the rain guards reinstalled, that's a wrap. This job is done. And I want to thank again the sponsor of the video, Extreme Online Store. I'll link their website in the description. If you need anything for your GR Corolla or many other platforms, please give them a call or reach out to them. They've got a lot of really cool stuff. They have a lot of stuff for the Corvette platform, GMs in general, but they do have quite a few things for our GR Corollas and other imports. So again, extremeonlinestore.com, and thanks for sponsoring this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe.